gente, welcome all. Un poquito de todo. Once again, aquí estamos. I'm going to do this a little bit different. I don't really have a co-host today. Well, Stephanie's here, kind of, as a filler, right?
Yes.
But I wanted to talk a little bit about my week. My goodness, it's been busy week, busy month. My year is full of events and just business and just good things happening. Esta semana me la pasé, estoy en un proyecto, en un organización que se llama NAREP. You had a little bit of that experience last week. It's called the National Association Hispanic Real Estate. Y es para la gente latina. And that is why I am doing it. I've been doing quite a bit of that the last couple weeks. No me gusta hacer a lot of those events. I'm not really big on going to all those conferences because they take a lot of your time. Are you big on that?
No.
No? Aquí Stephanie, no, sí, no, sí. No, but anyways, but this is I'm very passionate about this organization porque le ayuda a la gente latina with home ownership. And especially the people que no pueden comprar. So we are a group of people at a national level that try to help minorities. Definitely we focus on a lot of Latinos, but minorities. And we find a way of implementing, como quien dice, all the new programs, assistance, and we get to collaborate with these big organizations to help us also because they believe in the same thing. So I've taken the time out of my busy schedule to be part of this. I have been appointed as the president of this organization, que me da mucho miedo hacerlo because it's a lot of people are counting on me to do this. Pero you know what the beauty of it y lo que he visto in this last week, oh my God, my Spanglish is like going heavy, my goodness, is that these big banks are part of this organization and they really want to be part of it. Like Chase, I have New American Funding, Bank of America, East West. These big banks, they really want to help the Latino community. You know, we don't have enough, I think, loans out there or enough programs to try to help our people. And I think this is one of the things, most of my clientele is Latino. We just did a survey and I did an interview with the NAREP National, que va a salir en uno de our home ownership wealth magazines. And one of the questions is, how many Latinos did you help last year? We sold, myself, vendí 72 homes last year. That's a lot of houses I sold. And that was 100% of them in a Latino. So that's something to be kind of like, I know, I'm kind of proud of that. You know, not that I only help Latinos, but we got the opportunity to help different Latinos in different jobs. And the biggest thing and the most people that I helped was with like my immigrants, with the I-10 and stuff. And that's huge because that shows that, these banks are really willing and ready to help them. So anyway, so NAREP has been something that I'm passionate about, and I'm very grateful to be part of this, and grateful that I have the people to support us, and we're here to help our Latinos more than ever, our minority groups, to try to make them just better. We are going to DC in a couple of weeks, and we are meeting with some big people. You know, I didn't think how huge this was. I'm meeting with some big people at Capitol Hill, and we're talking about just the different things that we're going to implement and how they're trying to, especially the low-income people, they're trying to take away certain things from them and not help them. So we're definitely going to be there to advocate for them. So I'm super excited about doing that. So that's been my week. That's stuff that I don't like to do. I think it takes away from my traditional, trying to help clients and my agents and stuff. But I think it's necessary, especially if you're passionate about something. Again, yo no hago las cosas nomás por hacerlas because no me gusta ir a estos eventos nomás para ir to mingle and mixers, and I don't have the time for that. Aside from having a husband and my 3 girls, I like to be at home instead of, I could drink my glass of wine at home. I don't need to go with everyone. So anyway, so when I do certain things like this is I have to be super passionate about what I do. And with that, you know what? I met some good coaches. I've met some people that are getting me to the next level. And I'm not big on that either. I'm not big on a lot of things. You know, my assistant said the other day, who inspires you really, or who's your idol, you know? And that's hard because it's hard to even name someone, because sometimes te dicen lo que quieren, the coaches out there, you know, in these organizations, te dicen what you want to hear, but in reality, it's not really what they practice. Como que they want just your money, you know? And that I have a hard time with that. I did start every Tuesday. I do coach with this pretty badass coach, and I'm sure you guys have heard of her. I think you've heard of her. Have you heard of Tatiana Landono?
No.
You've never heard of Tatiana Landono? Tatiana, I have to promote you here. Well, she's a pretty badass coach. She is out of Canada. Es colombiana, la señora. And she is Miss I do not give a shit kind of person. And in the nicest way. Te lo dice how it is. There's no sugarcoating. She's been super successful in the real estate and in social media, you know. So talk about, and she's around my age, you know. So that's something to say, which I love. I mean, she's out there really making things happen, and she's actually kind of like putting me on check, you know? So that is someone that I really look up to, because I feel that she is a no BS kind of girl, and just kind of like makes me be better, does check up on me. And I've dealt with other coaches. Te digo, I don't want to do anything anymore that doesn't bring me any value, or it's not intentionally done. I feel that we all really need to connect with people that make us better, pero de veras, and they have the best interest for her. It's not all about the money. Y ni cobra tanto compared to all these coaches that I've had. It's not about the money. It's about making sure that I grow, my team grow, because she's giving me some great ideas. And that's one of the things that I've decided, you know what, as I'm getting older, and I've been doing this for a long time, I think I've had a team always, but more alone. And now I realize, I'm like, you know what, para crecer, and for my agents to grow, we all need to be better. We all need to be around people that we can collaborate and that we feel comfortable with and stuff. So I'm pushing myself to do more. And Tatiana is helping me do that. One of the things that, y te lo dice como, you need to follow her, okay?
I do.
But one of the things that, even my daughters, you know, it's so funny, because yesterday I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to talk about Tatiana. And they're like, wait, the girl that's on TikTok? And I'm like, yeah, she's my friend. No, because of her, te digo, I've always done all my calls by myself. And because of her, I ended up hiring an ISA. So it's a sales agent. They're calling for me on all my leads. Tengo tantas leads that I've gotten throughout the years, pero es imposible llamarlas a todos, you know, because we're busy with everyday things. And I have an ISA that's calling, and ¿de dónde es mi ISA? De Guatemala too. Yes. So yeah, is he is?
Yeah.
Yes. Christian?
Yes.
He's so good. Oh my God, he's like a mini me. I freaking love him. I can't believe it took me that long to do that, but Tatiana actually pushed me to do that. So I've hired two, and he's like helping me. He's helping me with the calls and stuff. And acaba de comenzar. Tiene like 3 days, and I think we already have like the calls de años. I mean, llamadas del 2020, 2018. Le dije, le voy a dar todo a ver qué me llama. And I think we have like 8 appointments in one day he made. Like, I don't think any of you guys were doing that for me. But these were like old leads. And this is something that I think if you are with the right people that want to do good for you, as this coach did, Tatiana, and I'm still learning so much from her, and I think I'm going to use her for a lifetime. If you are connected really with the right people that want to stand by you and do good for you, you will go to the next level. I mean, remember that. Just because, you know, someone is on whatever, social media, o alguien te la platica, that they're doing this and doing that, you have to be able to connect with that person, and it needs to feel right, you know, to do the things. And I'm glad, I almost feel like I had to meet her to meet Christian, because I freaking love this guy, you know?
Yeah.
So I think we're going to do good things. ¿Hablaste con él ayer or?
I did, a little bit.
¿Con Cristian?
Well, no, not really. I heard his call.
I was like, wait.
Yeah.
He's good, huh?
Yeah,
He's damn good, yeah.
Yes.
Ayer también me llamó and stuff. I'm like, okay, I think I found my match and stuff. And that's how I feel with Tatiana. I found my match. And for me to say that, I've gotten, like te digo, I've been around people que cuando voy a estos seminars and stuff, tengo como hormigas en el tú sabes qué, because no me puedo quedar sentada, because if they're not like, if they're one-liners que tienen al principio, it doesn't like it's just boring. Me levanto. I don't know. I just feel like you have to say something to really like motivate me to do things, you know. Y esta señora, te digo, like I don't know. You guys are gonna be part of the coaching para que vean, you know, what I have to say. But she makes us better. So remember that. Always connect with people that. Oh my God, ya contesté el teléfono while I'm on this podcast. Can you believe that? Always connect with people that are good for you, because te digo. So le dije a Tatiana que iba a hablar de ella. Así que. And ISAs, again, there's no, I can't even believe it took me this long to do this. And they're not even that expensive. So that's something that all agents out there need to do. No más para que les ayuden. They help you también, like with the marketing. And they just help you be more organized, I think. So I think it's going to be good for us. Okay, así que alístate, because there's going to be a lot of leads out there that I can't definitely handle and stuff. But anyways. So at the end of the day, for me, this podcast today, I've said about conexión. I want all of us to remember that. Connect with the people that make you feel good. And that is on all aspects of your career, of your life, the agents you work with, your assistants, your coaches, because we all do need a coach. I know that people say que a lo mejor un poquito. Sometimes yo digo, I could coach the coach. Pero ocupamos a alguien que nos puche. And do not ever lie to yourself. Do not lie to yourself. We all know what we're capable of doing. And I don't care, those agents out there. And I'm going to be very, like, se me van a enojar unos. Just because you have a damn license, it doesn't mean that you are a real agent. If you're not a salesperson, you're not a salesperson, okay? And that goes with all of us, lending and all that stuff. No más porque se oye bonito and you think you're going to make money and you're going to all that. Don't lie to yourself. Stay true to who you are. Be consistent in what you do, no matter what it is. It's a numbers game. And don't ever, ever give up. God, I feel like I'm motivating you here, okay? Yeah. Don't ever, and I'm telling you, don't ever give up. I grew up doing this. Having a lot of people that didn't mentor me, I never, ever had coaches, but I know what I wanted to accomplish, and I know what I needed to get from point A to point B. And I think from the beginning, if you understand that, and again, don't lie to yourself. Like, hey, you know what? I'm not doing this correctly. Or, I've had some agents que les doy leads or les doy llamadas, and they're not consistent enough, you know? And then they say, hey, ¿por qué no estoy vendiendo? O ¿por qué no tengo leads? O ¿por qué no me están llamando de regreso? Or sometimes they call one time and then they forget to call back, you know? And you have to be persistent in whatever you do if you really want to accomplish a great career. And everyone's success is different. Remember that. Everybody's success, tú sabes what, for someone could be, 10 transactions a year. For someone it could be, your number is your number, but stick with that number and be consistent and be true to yourself. And if the person that you're working with or is collaborating with you is not cutting it, córtalas. Let them go and move on, because nomás te están haciendo a disservice and stuff. And that goes back, antes de que me vea acá los frustrados, and that goes to all my lenders out there. That's one thing that I kind of wanted, that's the direction that I wanted to go on this podcast today. But mis prestamistas out there, I feel that sometimes, I don't know how many lenders you've worked with, but I've had a lot of lenders out there, and a lot of them, te digo, son super huevones. You'll see this as I feel like se quieren conectar con una gente that probably is like producing, and yet esperan que, oh my God, my lenders me van a enojar. Esperan, I guess, the leads to come there, and the hustle is the same. You guys have to be out there hustling and stuff. So as my clients out there, siempre tengan 2, 3 opiniones de sus prestamistas, because todos trabajamos diferentes, así como los agentes. We all work very, very differently. So not all lenders are the same, and I mean that like, not all, what does that say? Not all size fits all, or whatever. And that is true. Personalidades have to mesh as well. And I don't have one lender. I have a preferred lender that I work with, and I'm not going to name names who I work with, because aquí nadie me está pagando nada, eh. Pero I have a preferred lender that I work with. Ella sabe cómo ya trabajo. Tengo 20 años trabajando con ella. So ya me sabe el modo, sabe cómo quiero que atienda a mis clientes. But it doesn't mean that she could do it all. And at the same time, so I try to give opportunity to other lenders, and I expect the same thing, from them. Y uno no quieren, they think they won the business, pero no saben cómo pucharlos. So as my agents out there, never ever stick with one lender. Mira, tuve un agente that era una paisana mía, and ella también sale en el radio. Oh my God, me va a matar. And she only has one preferred lender, okay? A very successful young lady. She has one preferred lender. So una vez me senté con ella. So this is what I want you guys, y mis clientes, y mis agentes. She had un prestamista nomás. And if that lender said they could not do the deal, she believed her. Pues, ¿por qué no, right? That's her lender. So if that lender said, hey, ¿sabes qué? De estas, I'm just throwing a number, de estas 100 llamadas, nomás califiqué 5. So I remember sitting down with her, and this is like early on when I was doing like también radio, and I said, hey, y las otras 95? I mean, what the hell's going on? ¿Por qué no? Y goes, no, pues dijo que no, porque tienen LAITINA, o no tienen mal crédito, o no tienen su documentación. And I'm like, okay. So le dije yo a ella acá, yo soy muy agresiva when it comes to sales. Le dije, dame las 95 a mí, ¿verdad? Dame las 95 a mí, and let me see if I could make the calls and see a ver qué yo puedo agarrar de allí, because si tu prestamista dice que no, 95, I'm sure I could get something out of it, And no, of course she said no. I mean, she said, no, espérate, déjame, me te doy 50-50, But in that moment I sat down, and she still does that. Like, that was 10 years ago, girl, 10 years ago. And she still does that. And I think that she's so loyal to this lender, which we should be loyal to our people. Pero at the end of the day, we need to be loyal to our bank account. We need to be loyal to our clients at the end of the day, because tú me dices que 95 gente te llamó y no puedes sacar algo de allí. So as an agent, I'm just telling you, you need to be an advocate for your client. You really do. Tienes que estar al frente y saber tus préstamos. I'm going to teach you all that. I'm already here. You need to know your loans. You need to know the programs. You need to know what FICOs are, the DTIs are. You need to know just exactly what your client is bringing to the table, because not all transactions are easy. That's for sure. And that's okay. So if a lender's out there que no quiere hacer ese trabajo, if the lender doesn't want to dig, doesn't want to ask for more questions, or just wants the perfect FICO, que tiene el dinero en el banco, y tú sabes, our clients not always have el dinero en el banco, then maybe that's not the lender for you, or that client for that matter, for that person. So I am one that fights. Cuando yo trabajaba, I'm just going on and on and on, huh? Cuando yo trabajaba en New Homes, it's so funny. Aquí tenemos un prestamista que yo trabajaba. So I used to be known, they were all scared of me. But not because I'm mean and stuff, aggressive but not mean, but because teníamos prestamistas que se sentaban con nosotros, y yo quería, every weekend I was going to sell. There was no ifs, ands, or buts. So yo iba a vender every damn weekend, iba a tener sales. And yo decía, cuando el prestamista will look at the file y me decía, no se puede hacer, I'd be the one who'd be sitting right behind them standing right behind them and be like, okay, ¿por qué? Yeah. It's a good FICO. This has, okay, tiene la mejor this and that we could change, And they're like, well, I don't know. So I was always the one, I'm like, well, tell me yes or no, si no la voy a mandar con the other lenders. So los lenders, I felt that I kept them on their toes, because I want to sell, I want to look good, I want to get my clients in contract and stuff. So anyways, and I could go on and on and on about this. I'm super passionate. I'm not a lender. I am not a lender. I am a realtor that advocates for my clients. And even when we are in contract, everybody needs to stay in their lane. But even when I'm in contract, I'm helping out all my clients to make sure that they get the best deal. Nobody's going to screw my client over. And when I mean screw, I mean, I'm saying like, si tú les dijiste que van a pagar cierto dinero
Right.
at the end of closing, you better make sure they're going to pay that, you know? Have you ever had any?
Yes.
It's the bait and switch bullshit.
Yes.
You know what? And estoy, like, my lender knows that. Sometimes me dice, Liz, es que sabes que salieron los números mal. They have to bring in like $2,500 more. Ya no tienen. Can you credit it from your commission? No. And not that I won't. Of course I will.
Yeah.
But and I've worked pro bono before. But that's the thing. Imagine, I agents, and please don't be that agent. Hay agents que dejan ir una transacción sometimes por $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stupid. But that's because we don't have good lenders. But I do have agents donde dice, ¿sabes qué? If I have to credit that money, cancel it. Qué pendejada. But anyways, but always be the voice for your client. And that's what I tell my agent. I'm telling you, it benefits you. At the end of the day, ¿cuántas recomendaciones no nos dan? So just know your lending. I always say that. Know your lending. Get second opinion. As an agent, you should be telling your clients that, at least give them that option. Hay muchos bancos allá que ayudan con ayuda, o que te dan más crédito, o dependiendo los intereses también. Remember that interest rates are different depending on the bank. Bottom line, banks buy interest rate wholesale y allí cada quien cobra no lo que les da la gana, pero los puntos pueden ser más o pueden cobrarles. So let's just make sure we are, and if you have a good team, if we have a good team, you know what, ya saben cómo, saben qué hacer, and then they won't have this, you won't have this problem. But anyways, so connect with the right people, connect with the right lenders, connect with the right agents, connect with, I could go on and on and on and on. So again, conéctate con la gente que te sirva, purpose, y de allí, si no,
On to the next.
yeah, a la basura. I mean, and we had said that I was going to apologize. I ain't going to apologize to anyone, okay? So if I ever, again, esta es opinión mía, and I want all of you to know, cada quien que haga su cosa, cada quien, lo que diga anyways, at the end of the day, alguien le va a caer bien, alguien le va a caer mal, and that's that. So cada quien su pedo. Su pedo. Anyways, okay, with that said, ay, espérate, acá estoy viendo mi teléfono. Esto lo cortas, ¿eh? With that said, okay, so anyways, but, what? No, lo cortas! I said I want this to be as raw as possible, right? Yeah. ¿Qué quería decir? Espérate, lo escribí anoche while I was like literally in bed. I was like, oh my God, I have so many things to say. And because se me vienen las cosas, and I know that if I say them just así las platico contigo, me salen obviously bien natural, ¿verdad? And I'm trying to record. Y luego estas luces mendigas me tienen freaking calentando. Okay, so wait, another thing that I think I'm just going back and forth because se me ponen las cosas en la mente. And I was talking about that earlier about losing the money, because ahí estaban mis notitas, about not crediting money. As an agent, and I don't know if I've told you, this is Stephanie. Stephanie aquí está como un filler, eh?
Yes.
Pero when you're doing this business or any business, I want you to know that do not ever, ever, ever be greedy. I mean, that's one thing that I've learned early on. The greedy never wins. Okay, so remember that. The greedy never, ever wins. ¿Por qué te estás ahí? ¿Por qué te ríes?
We have experiences.
Who? ¿Tú? Hi, Alex. And I've seen it over and over and over again. Cuando uno en verdad ayuda a anybody, al cliente, a tu compañero, a alguien, I swear, I mean, Dios te lo da, he'll duplicate it 10 times full. I mean, he will. And sometimes you need to just help tu prójimo de veras. Pero de veras. So when you're doing what you do, yo lo que hago, I love what I do. And when I talk to people about the business and helping my clients and all that, de veras, sinceramente, it's brought me so much joy and so much passion. Aside from, we'll see, el dinero viene. El dinero will come. And I tell this to my daughters all the time. Do what you love to do, and the money will come. It will come. Pero de veras hazlo con compasión. He tenido yo transacciones, te digo, donde, ¿sabes qué? Yo dije que le iba a ayudar al cliente. Y dijimos, esto le prometimos y esto es lo que vamos a hacer. Y si that means que nadie va a ganar, nadie va a ganar. El cliente no necesita saber todo el desmadre que está pasando. No necesita saber, all the chaos I got behind the scenes. Let's make this the best experience for them and close the transaction. Because you know what? At the end of the day, lo que ellos sienten, así cuando estoy hablando ahorita de conexiones and connecting with the right people, that's really what it is. It's the emotional connection that you need to really have with the client or la gente que tú estás trabajando, because guess what? That person will go the extra mile for you when they know that you are genuine, when they know you're sincere about it. And I've seen it over and over again with clients. I mean, tengo tantas clientes que me recomiendan porque saben que en verdad les estamos ayudando. The best gift ever es cuando un cliente me dice a mí, oh my God, Liz, se me hizo que nunca se me iba a hacer esto, muchas gracias. It's like the best feeling ever. And guess what? How I make them feel, that's exactly como ellos van a decirle a su gente, a sus amigos, and that's how we get the referrals. So and that goes con todo mundo. Todo mundo, ustedes hagan las cosas de veras de corazón, con transparency, que todo esté transparente, así se dice. Y que sea en el corazón de veras y porque quieren ayudarlas. The people that do it only for the money, se le ve. The people who are greedy, you could tell, no les dura las relaciones, no les dura el negocio, y all it takes is a quemar una persona. You burn one person, and guess what? La vida es bien chiquita. Everybody knows everyone. No sabes cuándo vas a ver a esa gente. No saben quién conoce a quién. Y your reputation is everything, So just make sure que it's very important, te digo, con esa conexión. And you have to have, like, como te digo, passion for this. Just the other day, in my coaching class, we were talking about the social media, lead generation, clientes, and all that. It's funny. At the end of the day, si de veras te gusta lo que estás haciendo, se te va a notar, la gente lo va a sentir, la gente lo va a oír cuando tú le llamas, y cuando lo estás haciendo, because, nomás por I want the money, se te va a oír en la voz, okay? Yeah. So, una agent tiene muchos followers, and this is just to show you, y hace sus social medias, tiene leads, tiene all that, y dice la pobre señora, ¿sabes qué? Like, I get all these leads, dice, pero no puedo cerrar ninguna. Like, no las puedo amarrar. And then there's other there's other agents that, ¿sabes qué? I hate social media. I don't even do it. But if I pick up the phone and I call, I don't know, a lead source or whatever, una lista, I could close them like in a heartbeat. So at the end of the day, I mean, you all know if this is the business for you. Let's stop spinning our wheels, really. Not everybody's good at this. Not everybody's going to close their deal. Not everybody's going to know how to. It's not so much about being aggressive, pero sabiendo qué es lo que estás haciendo. So I know that we try to generate leads. I know that we try to do that, but do it de veras with that intention of helping. And your success rate will be so much higher, right? Acá el teléfono. ¡No lo veas! It's going to be so much better, and it's just gonna benefit you more. And then let's be aware of who. That's another thing. Let's be aware of who we really advertise to. ¿Por qué te estás riendo?
This makes me happy. Yes.
I'm not doing this anymore with her here.
What?
Are you making faces with her?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yes.
What is he doing?
Laughing.
Why are you laughing?
Ya se siente que estamos en la escuela.
My goodness, Alex, de veras, ¿qué está pasando,
Nothing.
¿Te estás riendo de mi show?
No. Nomás se ríe and it makes me laugh.
Anyways, te digo, you really lose my concentration. No more. You're not going to be here anymore. This is the last time. She's losing my concentration. Anyways, well, back to that. Alex is not a good connection anymore. Alex Shadow, he's the one who records me and does all this beautiful work. We're going to keep him. Just cut the other stuff. I do love him, though. Pero ahorita anda como un payaso, A ver, has fregado. Mira, otra cosa that that I'm big. Just know who your audience is también. As at the end of the day, the stuff that you do, the people that you connect with, know who you're connecting, with, to, because el mensaje que tú estás dando no va a ser para todo el mundo. Bottom line, that's the reality of it. It's not for everyone. So, and depending on every platform that you do, it's going to get you what you want and the leads that you want and the people you want to connect and the message you want to deliver. So let's just be very honest with that. I do a lot of Instagram. I think I need to do more on Facebook. I think that's where most of my Latinos are at. But I do a lot of, it's two different audiences. Most of my market is Latino. So yo sé que, honestly, the older generation, they're not big on Instagram, So right. A lot of the times estamos poniendo, it's the younger ones, it's the kids and stuff. But I cater to a certain, so just make sure you know who your audience is. Make sure who are you trying to persuade, who you're trying the message to be delivered, so it could, have an end result. And I mean, I think that's when you'll get the connection. That's why sometimes we don't connect with the right people because of that. But anyways, you know what? I could go on and on, I guess. Acá me está poniendo de nervios Alex. So I'm going to end the show now because I have to now because ya ya me puse de nervios. I think I have more to say, but los dejamos aquí. All I want to tell you guys is, estoy aquí para ayudarles. I have my team here. We're prepared to fight for you guys, advocate for you guys, and connect you with the right people. Bueno, ¿listo, Alex? Ya quiere cortarme, ¿eh? Se tardó tanto to set up. Bueno, los dejamos aquí. El show es de ustedes, para ustedes. Un poquito de todo. Liza Alarcon, la reina de las casas.